and to our dear champion. I laud the delivery of your privileged speech and showing your commitment and your convictions about the imposition of death penalty. May I state for the record that I am against death penalty. I am strongly, firmly, and passionately against the death penalty. I rise now not to engage in debate with the distinguished gentleman, but just to raise a few points, because I'm sure there would be proper time, due time, for us to engage in protracted debate on the issue, which certainly will be very contentious and divisive, not only for this chamber, but also for the rest of the country. So I would reserve all my other substantive points in support of my opposition to the reimposition of death penalty. We note for the record that there are several bills calling for the reimposition of death penalty, and the one being sponsored by our champion is only one of them. Gusto ko lang pong maintindihan yung punto de vista ng ating kasamahan sa kanyang pag-propose for the reimposition of death penalty. Ano po ba ang pinakadahilan ng pagpapanukala niyo na ibalik ang death penalty? Is it for deterrence or for retribution?
Para po sa akin is mahirap na masabi natin is deterrence dahil hindi natin sinasabi na mahinto because of this death penalty. At least mabawasan yung mga karumal-dumal na krimen na hindi natin gusto at ito ay nakakatulong sa paglutas ng problema dito sa ating bansa, which is yan ang pangunahin na problema.
So wala po sa inyo yung tinatawag na retribution?
Retribution na sinasabi ng Bible is a punishment of the wrong doing you have done.
So yun po ba ang punto nyo na para parusahan?
Ang Bible po nagsasabi is kung basis on you opposing because you basing on of your religious belief, then the Bible says is it's a punishment of the sin that you committed against God and against our government.
Kasi sinasabi po ng ating champion na not necessarily for deterrence, for minimization or to minimize the reduction of crime, especially the heinous crimes. Then if that is the objective, then should it be the proper approach is to put in or to propose measures that will truly come up with more effective law enforcement para mabawasan ng krimen instead of death penalty?
Hindi po yan. Alam niyo po, even in the Bible, death penalty is allowed, allowed in the law of God for those considered as heinous crimes. Even we strengthen our policemen, our law enforcement, makakatulong din po yan, pero mas maganda po yung alam ng tao na may death penalty sa ating bansa. At mabawasan at yung gagawa pa lang ng masama, alam nila na kamatayan ang kaparusahan, maaaring mapigilan o mabawasan yung mga kriminalidad dito sa ating bansa.
Nakakita na ho ba ang ating kasamahan, nakakita na ho ba ng study showing that indeed death penalty is a deterrence? lalo na mga datos na nagsasabi o na nagpapakita na nung binalik, nung nandyan yung death penalty, bago po ito na abolished sa pamamagitan ng Republic Act 72659, ay bumaba po
Alam niyo po, Mr. President,
ang rate of criminality.
mula noon hanggang ngayon, nung araw po hindi po ganun kalaganap ang droga sa ating bansa. But because of yung sinasabi nga natin, maluwag ang ating batas. Na maluwag ang ating batas, halos lahat ng mga drug lords nandito sa Pilipinas dahil wala namang death penalty para sa drug traffickers.
Alam
So
po
kaya
ba,
dumami po at kinakailangan po siguro natin ito we're talking about the drug traffickers. Lahat naman siguro tayo against sa drugs, no? Bakit natin hindi bigyan katulad ng sa speech ko nga po, sa speech ko na kailangan magkaroon ng pangil ang ating batas para huminto na yung mga ipinagbabawal agwat o illegal na droga.
alam po ba ng ating kasamahan na ang thrust or trend ngayon globally is towards abolition of death penalty? At alam po ba ng ating kasamahan na tayo po, ang Pilipinas po, ay signatory to the Second Optional Protocol to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights na nagsasabi on whereby we committed ourselves as a state signatory not to reimpose death penalty? Alam po ba?
Alam po natin yan na ito po yung treaty na tinatawag no, as long as hindi po override sa ating constitution, no, sa ating constitution, hindi po natin yan ino-honor, no? Ang kaimportante na hindi po maapektuhan ang ating constitution.
Hindi niyo po ba kino-consider na pwede naman po na life imprisonment without parole, without commutation of sentence, ang pwede na mas epektibo na paraan para sugpuin yung mga tinatawag niyong heinous crimes instead of the death penalty?
Mr. President, kaya nga po mula noon hanggang ngayon dumami po ang mga nagninegosyo ng shabu. Dumami po ang mga dumami at lumaki ang bintahan ng shabu dito sa Pilipinas because wala po tayong pangil sa ating masyado maluwag po ang ating batas.
Mr. President, excuse me, Senator De Lima, what's the pleasure of the majority leader?
Will the distinguished lady and the gentleman on the floor allow an interjection on one of the two points that they were discussing, Mr. President?
Senator De Lima, would you allow?
No problem with me,
Senator
Mr.
Pacquiao?
President.
No problem.
Okay, Senator Soto is recognized.
Perhaps in answer to the question of Senator De Lima, what we can do is in their committees, when they hear this, they should look also into the countries that are reimposing the death penalty. There are. As a matter of fact, there are I think one or two states in the United States that is reimposing it also. So kung mayroong nagtatanggal, may nagbabalik eh. Depende sa kultura, depende sa lugar. And the other point is, tinatanong si Senator Pacquiao kung ito'y deterrent, anong meaning mo ng deter? Because the other meaning of deter, and it is in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is to inhibit. So when you inhibit a person, di ba, you inhibit him from committing the same crime again. Katulad nun mangyayari sa mga drug lords. Nakakulong si Muntinlupa, may spa, may recording studio. Pero yung mga mahihirap na nakakulong na reclusion perpetua, taga-masahin ng mga mayor, taga-linis ng kubeta, ginugulpe, ginagawang babae sa gabi. Di ba? Tingnan mo yung ginagawa sa mga mahihirap na nakakulong. Pero yung mayayaman na nakakulong, mga drug lord, habang buhay silang masaya doon at nakakapag-operate pa. That is one of the reasons that we should look closely into the definition of deter. Perhaps that is what Senator Pacquiao wants to to say, no? Yung talagang nadideter mo when you inhibit him from committing the same crime again. Thank you, Mr. President.
Reaction lang po doon,
Yes, ma'am, you have the floor, Senator De Lima.
Mr. President. Well, death penalty may inhibit, but and other penalties may also inhibit, like the proper service of reclusion perpetua or life imprisonment. Ang nagiging problema lang, kaya medyo allergic ang iba sa mga kababayan ho natin, na bakit pa yan na life imprisonment, na ganyan ang naging buhay ng mga ilan ng mga drug convicts sa Bilibid. Solusyonan natin yan, bigyan natin ng solusyon, palakasin natin ang correctional system. Baguhin natin yung mga naging masamang sistema sa loob ng National Bilibid Prison. Yung deterrent, death penalty may be a deterrent, life imprisonment may also be a deterrent, and even a better deterrent than the death penalty. May I continue, Mr. President?
Mr. President, I would like to clarify that I want to know what's the basis of by opposing this death penalty. Is it according to the religious belief or according to the Constitution? Just yan po ang gusto kong linawin dito sa Senado at sa buong sambayan ng Pilipino, na ano bang basis natin? Doon tayo because doon yung grupo natin? O ang basis natin is dahil sa ating sarili o sa ating puso? Kasi kung magtutol tayo sa death penalty, are we a greater than God? Even God allowing the death penalty for those who do wrongdoers and those who against the authorities. Can you imagine that, Mr. President? Opposing and God allowing the death penalty in every nation, in every country, and we are opposing the death penalty. Are we greater than God? And that's my question, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I'd like to take it as a rhetorical question because I'm the one doing the interpellation here. So is the gentleman asking me? And especially if it's in a biblical matter.
Mr. President, I
do
just
not
want to
wish
clarify
to-
because a lot of people are, there's so many like some of our colleagues that hindi pa po sila nakapag-decide dahil may mga question pa silang dapat itanong. But ito yung mga question siguro na dapat nilang malaman at ang sagot na dapat nilang malaman.
So that is just being noted, I suppose, Mr.
No,
President.
ma'am, let's not be too technical about this. During interpellation, a question can be answered by a question, another question. This is just our way of exchanging ideas anyway. So go ahead, ma'am. Senator De Lima has the floor for purposes of interpellation. So go ahead, ma'am.
May I continue
Yes, ma'am.
with my interpellation? Thank you. Let us go back to our justice system. The point has been raised already earlier by our colleague, Senator Joel Villanueva. I suppose the good gentleman
I'm sorry,
agree-
Mr. President, but I want to know to know the answer of my question before he continue asking question to me. So
I will oblige the gentleman.
Yes, ma'am, please, because
I am against death penalty on legal, moral basis, or on legal, moral, human rights perspective.
does that answer
grounds.
satisfy the good senator from Mindanao and the rest
And
of the
I
world?
would wish to articulate on that in due time
Yeah.
in the course of the debate, both at the committee level and at the plenary.
Mr.
If
President,
and when-
for right now, I'm not satisfied, but we will finish it in the in the committee meeting, Mr. President. Thank you.
Can she continue with her interpellation of you,
Thank you.
Senator Pacquiao?
It's my pleasure, Mr.
Okay,
President.
ma'am, go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let's go back to the point already raised by Senator Joel Villanueva about our legal system. I suppose the gentleman agrees that we do not have a perfect legal and judicial system. And yun ho bang mga mahihirap na mga akusado, paano ho sila mapoprotektahan from false accusations by good lawyers kung mismo hindi nila kaya mag-hire ng kanilang mga abogado? And studies show na yung mga unahong mga napatawan ng death penalty ay karamihan po sa kanila mga mahihirap na mga akusado. And hindi ho ba dapat unahin muna natin to fix our criminal justice system? Dahil mahirap na nga po na magkamali tayo, dahil nga po imperfect ang ating justice and legal system. So bakit po natin ipupush ang death penalty na nandyan palagi ang posibilidad na ang inosente ay pwede na mapatawan ng death penalty?
Kasama po yan sa ipaglalaban natin na palakasin, suportahan ang ating judicial system. Lahat po ay kasali po yan sa ipupost natin at pakiusapan natin, ang lahat na kung pwede lang dublihin natin yung budget ng Supreme Court, ng judiciary natin para maayos. Pero nang sa gayon po ay hindi po natin kailangan maghintay ng panahon para maipasa itong death penalty. Ano pong dahilan, hintayin pa po ba natin na mas marami pang mga pamilya, mga kabataan na malulong sa droga? Marami pa bang mga pamilya ang mawasak dahil dito sa pinagbabawal na gamot? Hintayin pa po ba natin 'yon?
Ang pwede po sana unahin muna natin ang pagsasaayos ng ating legal and judicial system bago po ang pagpapataw ng parusang kamatayan para sigurado po tayo na hindi po tayo magkakamali. At bakit po tayo mamadali? Na kung kahit ho, halimbawa lang po, ay makumbinsi ho natin ang majority na ipasa ang death penalty, hindi naman po kaagad-agad yan. Dahil siyempre, dadaan muna sa proseso. We are looking at the possible execution or implementation of the death sentence only after several years. Bakit dito na muna po tayo? Kailangan po, dito na muna po tayo mag-focus sa paglinis at pagpapalakas ng legal and justice system natin. That's just a...
Mr. President, kaya po matagal po umusad yung government natin dahil puro po tayo, dito lang muna tayo, unahin po natin. Bakit po hindi natin kaagad aksyonan ang dapat aksyonan nang sa gayon matapos po natin ang lahat? Kaya po maraming nakabinbin ng mga bills o batas na dapat maipasa at maimplementa sa ating bansa na makatulong para sa makabawas sa pagsugpo ng mga kriminalidad na katulad ng mga karumal-dumal na mga pangyayari, Mr. President. So, sabi ko nga, kailangan isipin natin mabuti anong basis natin to oppose the death penalty for drug traffickers.
Next point, Mr. President. Dito po sa panukala niyo, nagko-concentrate po kayo sa drug-related offenses kung saan gusto niyo po ipa-reimpose yung death penalty. Bakit hindi naman po kaya plunder? Hindi po natin pwedeng isipin yon. Hindi niyo po naisip na pwede rin ho natin ipataw ang death penalty sa plunder?
Yan nga po, Mr. President, hindi po tayo makausad, Hindi po tayo makausad kung lahat ay unahin natin. So, isa-isa, ipasa mo po muna natin tong about sa drug, and then after that, we're going to talk about that. Hindi naman po yan issue na pag-usapan yung mga bagay na yan. But these drug traffickers going around na nabibiktima ng mga mahihirap na tao, lahat po ay parami ng parami kung pabayaan po natin yan. So, I think, unahin po muna natin siguro ito.
Pakilinaw din po sa amin based on your bill. Ano po ba mismo mga aspeto ng drug-related offenses na ang inyong proposal ay dapat death penalty?
Yung bill po siguro pag-usapan yan sa committee meeting, committee hearing, at kung pag-usapan po itong privilege speech ko po na ito is about the drug traffickers, about sa drugs. Sabi ko nga, I'm sure na lahat naman tayo against the drugs, right? Against
pong
tayo
duda doon.
sa lahat, no? Against tayo sa mga drug traffickers, no? Magkasama tayo sa pagsugpo, Mr. President, sa pagsugpo sa mga illegal na drug traffickers na 'yan at mga karumal-dumal na mga pangyayari na nagaganap.
Meron lang po kasi akong napansin na dito sa ilan-ilang mga probisyon dito sa bill ng ating kasamahan ay for example, itong sa Section 2 niya, pinapa-amend ang Section 4 of Article 2 of Republic Act No. 9165, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Act. So pinapa-amend niya na may mga yung penalty of life imprisonment to death, yung tungkol sa importation, and meron din kayong dinagdag ho dito, yung protector, cuddler of any violator of the provisions in this section. Bago pong provision ito, ano po?
Opo, at excited po ako dyan na pag-usapan yung bagay na yan sa committee meeting. Sa committee meeting po.
Okay. Sa ngayon po, those are the points that I'd like to raise. Thank you so much.
Thank you.